Today I want to do a little run through of the Dubxotica Live setup. So this all started off as a studio project, and I've got stuff everywhere, right? And it's really easy and convenient for me to have all this stuff in the studio, but when we play live, it's extremely inconvenient. So going to do a quick sort of breakdown of how I am able to pull this off live. When it comes to doing Dubxotica Live, I have set myself some parameters. First being that I didn't want to have any sort of computer, laptop, anything like that on stage. So what I ended up settling on is I have this Alesis Strike multi-pad drum trigger. The way this is intended to be used is that you'll have a pad that has a particular drum sound on it, for example. And I do that, but the backbone of how Dubxotica works live is I'll have the backing track of the song. So either 1 measure, 4 measures, 8 measures of a song on one of the pads as a loop. For example, then this will loop. So now I've got something I can play over. Then I have other various sounds on other pads. So, for example, I've got bird sounds on that one, more bird sounds on that one, monkey sounds on that one, and then jungle rain sounds on this one. So that's the backbone of how I'm doing it live. All right. So for all of my songs, they are saved at what they call a kit. So for each song, I have a kit set up that has the backing track, which I normally put up here on the top left pad. And then I've got other sounds on other pads. So while the backing track is playing, I've got other sounds that I can trigger for either percussion sounds or mostly nature sounds, right? That's like the background. And then I have 2 main melodic instruments that I use live. Number 1 is this guy here, the allophone. I stumbled across this one online because a xylophone or vibraphone or my gongs all take up too much space to carry around, to a show. So the allophone is just tuned aluminum bells. So that's my main melodic instrument that replaces all of my tuned gongs for performing. And then the other melodic instrument that I use is the melodica. For those of you not familiar with a melodica, it's basically like a keyed harmonica. So you've got reeds, metal reeds on the inside that you blow across. So that's my other main melodic instrument. Then both of these are being picked up by a microphone, and then this microphone is going through a echo pedal here. So I can do echo effects, dub effects live, and then that is all being broadcast, to the audience. Then as far as other things, depending on how ambitious I am, I've got other various gongs that I'll bring along. This big gong stand here is really heavy, so I don't always bring it out. Sometimes I'll bring out a smaller gong stand But usually I'll have one of my other gongs on stage with me, depending on the venue. So for our upcoming show at the 2026 Arizona Tiki Oasis, I'll be bringing a lot of stuff. I'll have both of those gongs and the allophone and the melodica and bongos, and then potentially I will probably also be bringing the Kulantan gongs, and we'll see what else. So that's a quick little run through of how we do Dubxotica live.